In fact, everyone, there was a third force in this whole case the whole time, and it was none more than the ultimate manipulator. The ultimate manipulator? What? Is that like another person? Someone here? That sounds like a talent, but it doesn't belong to any of us. Yes, in fact, Nico and Ranza knew about it as well. So we had to keep those secrets from the wall, but it was our decision. Snappy told me to. And same with Ranza. We all followed the same through. In order to prevent any other suspicion from happening, we had to make sure that that name didn't came into effect to any of you at all times. And lo and behold, it's just coming up in this case. Wait, so your suggestion that there's someone here who is missing who has that title, or that one of us here has the title of the ultimate manipulator? Yep, that definitely does seem correct after all. What does that mysterious template have to do with anything? In fact, this may seem like a lot, but what could I possibly think it could be? That's it! In case if you look closely at the template, it really had a huge, circular thing. I'm yet to believe that it could have been something like hypnosis. But wait, hypnosis? How does that well make sense, though? In case, if anything, manipulation is kind of a way in order to make others command to you, so using that as a way can honestly work. So a person is vulnerable, that manipulation can honestly make them easy to it as well. Then, is it trauma that might have caused that person to, make it? I'm not presuming that he or they are the one responsible. I'm yet to the thought that they might have used it someone that they're with as an scapegoat. What? I don't know what to say. Who even is this ultimate manipulator? Dark truth, Luigi, is that we do not know. We only know their talent, and now that they have a weird thing with hypnosis. But hold on a second, huh? How on earth could you say still that sounds used in magic? I decided to put that off, but now I feel like it needs to be addressed. How the hell is that considered real evidence? I mean, it's a thing that the accomplice Nico said still, but in case of his words, further prove evidence. Words? Really? You need more evidence than that. I'm now currently looking at it, and we need more evidence in order to prove Nico's point. And I think I may know a good point. Magic overall is very stupid as an excuse. Just answer truthfully. And I would like to go back to a previous case, but remember the huge blazing sword that Nico mentioned in the first trial? Further proves that magical sources like that could be used in murder cases of ours. Yeah, which I say is a unique thing, but I feel like we're missing something. Well, the real truth is that there's no other piece of evidence. No, that's wrong. There is, in fact, another piece of evidence, and it was none more than Sally's theory of what happened. What exactly even is her theory, though? My theory was on how it would have taken a bit too strong people in order to lift it. But with those things falling down, and yet none of us here are, fully capable of being that strong. So, Nico, can you explain on how strong was it? I'll explain it. Sans simply used his magic and moved his hand upwards. Like this. And then it went up immediately, skyrocketed, leaving those crumbles behind. And yet, we didn't even tend to notice. I was still weak during the time, so I went to get those Oreos. So yeah. Alrighty then. But, Whisper, can you explain why the heck are you even doing this? Well, it's simple though. I am mainly doing it in order to say actual real evidence that I do in my investigation. But we didn't see you mostly in the investigation, because I was doing it during the time when you all were busy doing your own things. But then, Snivy, can you explain? Were the floor next to the body the whole time? Yo, going back to us for this? But we have proof. But Yes, exactly, but is there any other way we can prove it? The way we can prove it. And that mainly has to be... That's it. That piece of evidence I have is the blood spots. Yeah, exactly. In fact, I think I'm gonna figure out something that from it, though. Something? That could be very useful. Explain it, Luigi. Okay. By looking at it, Zelda, Carranza, and I, the blood was on top of us. But Nico, the blood was under him. For some reason, I figured that out was a bit off. But at the evidence I looked at, it appears that he was placed in after the murder happened. Whoa, Luigi, that is surprisingly... yeah, it's just something, you know, I thought about, but I didn't expect it to be that useful. Nico. What, huh? Wait. Oh. I know now. What? Bro, what is it? Are you okay? Yeah, Luigi, I'm fine. It's just... I now remember. Here's the thing. I fought with the person I saw down there, who was under control of an ultimate manipulator. It was responsible for Santa's passing. I cannot believe it. It was you still. And the person is... Huh? It has to be you. Huh? What? Care to explain yourself for this? Citron? What? What are you implying? So, Nico, you're implying that Citron's guilty? Why would he do this? Not saying like a piece of it was. I think it's the form of the ultimate manipulator. Remember? Yeah, wait. So you're saying the ultimate manipulator, the one who fought you, he was all him? Yeah, Citron. I thought after everything, he helped you. And yet, you just go along doing this. Wait, something's a bit off with the evidence I have. Perhaps there's something big here. Something that's missing. I gotta figure it out. I got it! It's all coming together! Nico, there might be a huge piece of evidence that may call it a bit off, and it was none more than the survival knife. The survival knife? Oh, Zelda, right? You know about that? Yeah, so, you know where it was? Found it at the crime scene. Here's the thing. Zelda had it, she hid it, and then I got it, because someone stole it. And it's one who lost it. Well, I guess we now know the person who stole it, so it was him, but I don't remember anything at all. Like, not at all. Don't act like I did see you, though. I saw your purple glowing eyes. You were just standing there, and I saw you putting them there the whole time. Here's the thing, Nico. And how can you explain the fact that the knife was featured on Santa's jacket? Well, maybe perhaps he might have placed it there, though, right? But there's another piece of evidence that we are missing. Another piece? What do you mean? The piece I'm referring to is... I could prove it with this! The piece of evidence that I am currently referring to is none more than the other cut rope that was featured where the hook was and the survival knife. Cutted rope? Was it like cut halfway, or... Allow me to verify still. It was cut towards the end. But still, just a bit on Citron is the one. And how do you think the cut was broken on that side? Why not the survival knife on Santa's? Why did the... Wait, did you almost say honey? No. Snivy, are you okay? I think I might have figured out who the real culprit actually is. Zach, you now know? But then who is it? really thought it would have been. I cannot believe it. Was it him? The killer is... It's you. I really cannot believe it. Why on earth would he do this to him? The person who did the cut on that rope was Sans himself. What the fuck? What? Wait, we saw him. The monoboss of 5 friends and turned to dust. Is he really dead or in a costume? I do not think it's in the same way. Everything points to it being a suicide. Wait. Hold on a second. This seems a bit off, right? Wouldn't this count not as a murder, though?
That is a good question, Traitor. Allow me to verify. Any murder not committed by me and counts as a trial.
Snivy, why would you tell me such an obvious lie? Why would Snivy be lying after everything, though? What would she get out of it? Trying to defend the real culprit. I don't understand why you're doing this. The ultimate manipulator caused this to happen. You got rid of Sans, and now he's trying to blame someone else. Or they are trying to blame someone else for what they did. In case if it's the way, in order to take down the Mastermind, aka the ultimate manipulator, then so be it. Keeps thinking it's him, but I feel like there's something off still. The body discovery announcement. Yeah, in case if I remember on what you said, you and Nico made the body discovery announcement happen. As we all know, that there's 3 people to make the body discovery announcement happen. 1 person is missing, so... Wait, you actually referring to the fact that Citron is the first person to ever see the body without knowing? Why, stop. Why are you guys doing this? Snivy, I trusted you, and now you're just going Sans killing itself? Citron was sadly the one who did this. I want to avenge him, and maybe Citron, because the ultimate manipulator did this. There's no way that Sans killed himself. Just answer me why you did this. Answer me! What? Nico, what are you... Listen, in case if this is the way, in order to prove that Citron is guilty, see, and in order to take down the ultimate manipulator after this, then so be it! I'm have to tell you the truth, Nico. I'm sorry for what happened, but it has to be this way. It doesn't. Just listen to me. According to all the evidence we have, as well as my foggy memory, everything adds up to him being the one responsible. I understand the ultimate manipulator did this, but it still makes sense. I wish I could take everything back in order to prevent all this from happening. But lo and behold, here we are now. And everything adds up still. Why are you continuing to accuse not him and just let him get off scot-free? We all know that the ultimate manipulator is soon gonna do something to him. It's obvious. I don't want to argue. I'm just going through some harsh stuff. I don't understand why I'm still doing this, but it's an urge of heroism. You're causing our deaths, Nike. I'm sorry for doing this to you. Just listen to me, and we can honestly work something out. Shoot! What you're saying is nothing more but wrong! Think about everyone else here, Snivy. Think about the question you said to us before. You admire our lives, so why not do it with me? And Sans, please. I don't want this to happen, but I have to fight for my own. What you're saying is nothing more but wrong as a whole. The evidence doesn't line up. How on earth was Sans able to reach the rope just enough in order to cut it still? The first person to see the body actually barely saw it, you know, one of the knocked out people. Damn it! When is it that you're gonna listen to us? You only listen to yourself. Why do you continue to think that he is innocent? Why? Because in case this is the way you're gonna continue things, the others might end up meeting the same fate. In case if I lose the people I have nothing left. Just listen to me. After everything we've been through, you could understand Snivy. This has to be in the wrong, and it's none more but you. Won't you believe me? Why won't you? Why won't you? Why won't you? Shoot. The real truth is that there is no one actually able high enough to reach the rope. It ends here. Nico, I'm sorry. Why, Sans? Just... Why? Nico, the reason why is that Sans cut the rope before you were knocked out. That's why. So, he did it just to prevent I or Citron being responsible, right? Yep. I don't know what to say. Citron. I'm sorry for this. Yeah. I don't know what to say back. I think I should clarify something. After everything, I specifically felt it very low on energy. I think I remember distinctly using my EMP blast. So, that cause of your knockout, you were tasted by his EMP blast. After everything, all of you, I owe every one of you here an apology. I know Sans asked that he could have blamed it himself for this, but I did not intend in order to think. I thought I was doing the right thing. It's okay. We understand. We're sorry, Nico. Do you understand? As well as everything, I guess I'll go over everything for all of you. Thanks, Movie. Everyone hears everything that happened in this case. This all began in the late afternoon. I was specifically feeling not the best because I was starving at that time. But someone, aka the victim, came up and approached me. Explained everything. In order to take down the ultimate manipulator and finally set us free. Ultimately was a bit cautious about doing this, but I ultimately knew it was for the greater good, so I cautiously agreed. I would have made it through when the walls were from the hallway were about to come down. So the one circumstance, so he told me that he can handle this. And then he opened up the entire area, so in which we began. But still left a bit of wall crumbles behind. During the time, since my stomach was still incredibly weak, I went to the cabinet to grab some Oreos just to scarf on. But still, I had the thought always. I wonder in case that this will still be worth it. But the victim/culprit told me that he can blame everything on himself for this. It doesn't matter me. I was still worried about him. But while we were doing this, something else was happening. Now, very certain that the ultimate manipulator heard over everything, in which went to go do something very specific. I'm yet to the belief, in order to use an escape boat, in order to make him dead, the ultimate manipulator took control of Citron's mind due to the trauma and manipulation, and with it, had an easy way out, preventing a crime themselves. The control that Citron was simple. Well, frame others and then kill Sans, letting him be the one to take the fall. Able to knock out both Luigi, Zelda, and Taranza, and to use them as the frame ones. And during the time, brought them down because they knew about us. This time, I was beginning to set up everything. I had the rope tied up and everything, including the hook. I raised him up as well to make sure that it saw that thought. I reassured myself as well. And also in this time was in position. He was ultimately ready for it. But still, I'm yet to believe. I don't remember, but he dozed off. For something I didn't mean. Like, mention. I really took a moment to reassure myself. I've done that multiple times during the whole thing, but I still felt very uncomfortable. Like, especially felt bad for Whisper. But then I noticed something. I saw Citron placing the others, and then I certainly noticed me. At that moment, I honestly had no idea what to do, but I'm guessing so did they. Manipulator did not plan out any of this to see me around, but they only had one permission to knock me out as well. Both of us engaged in a whole fight against each other, and trying to stop him from cutting the rope, whilst preventing me from preventing him. It ultimately went on this for a good while. After a bit of a moment, he woke up and noticed everything. In order to prevent anything else from happening, he had something that he took from sniping, which was a survival knife, though. He fell down. He knew it didn't have to end up like this, but he knew it was the only way. At that point, I'm certain I would have known. Before I fully checked it, I got shocked it too, and then passed out. They had to carry me over to where Sans accomplished it. At that point, the ultimate manipulator had no idea what to do, so we decided to bring Citron back and get rid of the hypnosis in a matter of time. For certain, I couldn't believe it had to resort to this. I honestly have no idea why. But it's all true. Everything is. This whole time, I thought I was none more than Citron. But it turns out, it was for someone who I really did. Another killing himself to protect the both of them. It was you. Sans, the ultimate comedian. Feel a bit better? I don't know anymore. I don't even know what to say. This was just like before Luigi. Cruel. This whole killing game is nothing more but a cruel, painful joke. A joke to the Mastermind, aka the ultimate manipulator, and him. I guess this is it then.
There's no sign of agreement. Now you're all ready for the final choice of the trial. You all know what to do at this point. I do not need to tell you. But normally I would close off the option, but I'm gonna leave Sans' option open for reasons. Now, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Time for the thing that we all have been waiting for! Well done, still everyone. We're all done. You're right. The person responsible for the death of Sans the Ultimate Comedian is Sans the Ultimate Comedian himself. I am so proud of how you're all able to win trials this much.
I don't even know anymore. Same. I don't feel satisfied at all. Trust me, that's like mouse trials. Nico, are you... But... I'm mostly fine. Yet. Citron, are you... Oh, Nico, what are you doing? And I mostly am satisfied, but stop just standing there feeling sorry for yourself. But I never seen you like this. True, but I want an answer from you. Why not did you side with the ultimate manipulator? Even if it was hypnosis, why not did you know who they were, right? Answer me! Listen, Nico, I think it's about time you kind of calm down a bit. Yeah, it's just... He's absolutely right. Huh? The reason I've been quiet and kind of clueless is because of this. I have a slight blurry memory of it all anyways. I remember being attacked by that bastard. There is a very big reason for it. Oh yeah? Then what is your big reason after all? I guess I can't really keep it secret for a long time, is it? Well, it's because I the second traitor. Wait, what?
You're a traitor? How?
Yeah, I'm certain all of us have questions. I just explain. Yeah, I'll start from the beginning. It all started right before this killer game. Me and the first traitor agreed to work with her, but mainly for my millions, because she said she could protect my friends on the outside world. But not only that, but Salsa as well. So after that damn trial, I tried to connect any connections with them, but they're just persistent. And lo and behold, they pinned me down and forced me to do this. There's nothing else to say at all. That's the least common thing. Were you? Yep. And here's another thing. I didn't make those bombs for protection. That was only partially it. But they were also for the Mastermind as a part of a murder scheme of some kind. And yes. And, well, I might as well sell things. You're right. Mittens is indeed the first traitor. I mean, it was kind of obvious. And yet, he kind of just dumped at us and went on a full-on killing spree. Trying to kill the promise that we made. And kind of just created the trauma himself. Jeez, even if he's on the other side, Mittens is just straight up confusing. Let's not talk about him anymore. But still. Why should we continue to trust you? I understand you helped us a lot, but... yeah... just... I do not know what to say anymore. I cannot necessarily blame him after all. He only did it for a reason. But he did not know at all about the true meanings of that darn traitor. Yeah, why not should we continue to trust him? It's not like he doesn't know anything else. Mostly right on that. Well, in fact, I know none of you all want me. They want that darn ultimate manipulator. I could tell you who they are. As soon as he said that, I turned to the corner and looked. There was a bunch of puzzles in the supervision. The exact same room where we were shown the security camera footage, and then...
No, Mr. Citron. I don't think so. You're not getting away with any of this. You hear me?
What? So, you really did have a connection. Who are you really? That must be the Mastermind, which is the ultimate manipulator. All of us for the rest of the silent. But Citron definitely seemed to be angry. Way angrier than I thought I'd seen him before. You really think you're gonna let me get away with it? Trust me, I am. I'm no longer scared of you anymore. You hear me?
Oh, Citron. You were never the one had the confidence. Anyway, Mono Bowser, shall we start with the execution for that miserable orange?
What? His execution? But wait, isn't the one who died that was Sans, and he was the one who killed himself? Then why does that affect it? Oh, you do not need to know much at all.
Well, the reason any of you think, I only say that because he violated the rule.
The rules of the game? Yeah, I remember all the rules much vividly, but I don't think any of us have considered actually breaking them. Yeah, in fact, I never really thought of it that much. Wow, can't believe you're able to keep up such a lie still. Using your robot to pose as us thinking that it's one of the dead people here. Pathetic. No, not the other rules of the killing game. This one. Betraying the Mastermind is strictly forbidden? Wait, didn't. That? I never saw that in the rule in e-handbooks before. As soon as everyone was still confused, I turned to see Mono Bowser, and I was certain that some of the others had the exact same idea.
No. I died in a violation of a specific rule. Now, just the perpetrator Citron will be executed immediately.
That is a canonical rule? So, the Mastermind just doing this, just to kill me off to prevent anything else from getting revealed.
Don't you see, Ninos? Now listen, I have prepared a very special punishment for the perpetrator Citron, the ultimate time traveler.
You son of a bitch! I know you are here! Do you really think, after everything and what you did to your so-called new third traitor, they're gonna let you get away with this? You know what? Screw it. I will reveal your identity to everyone standing here right now!
I scare everything we got. It's punishment time!
Their name is... I'm coming with you, friend. We all ultimately sat and watched. It was a shock for all of us. I didn't even know what to say anymore. This wasn't at all an execution at all. Jeez. But... what? Yep, I guess none of us have nothing to say. Hold on a second right now. Mono Bowser, do you have any excuse for this, though? That wasn't at all an execution. This is just straight up murder by the Mastermind. What are they doing? Answer me!
Overreaching my sisters prevented me to talk to you. My must now go to the Mastermind, aka, Master, and One.
Stay in this room, another damn annoyance. Just, I'm leaving this room. I can't take this anymore. All of you as well. Luigi, I'm sorry for this. I'm not blaming you at all, or anyone else. In fact, this whole thing made me realize something. What is it? This entire thing that has happened is the Mastermind's fault! Wait, basically what you're implying is the entirety of the Ultimate Manipulator's actions is that everyone else has died? Yes, indeed. I ultimately think that. And for Don Mittens being a part of the Manipulator's group, he wouldn't have made him want to commit a murder. Would not have left Ike to go through with doing it. It wasn't for any sort of dealment or any way at all. If Mittens wasn't here or was a part of the Mastermind's group, then he wouldn't go out of his way just to murder Salsa. If it wasn't for that Dawn motive video, Knuckles would not have ever went through with this. And as well with those actions, Callie would have never been injured and made Mimikyu do what he wanted to do. And with it, as well, made Mimikyu the blackest in the results. And here right now, in case if the Mastermind didn't manipulate or hypnotize Citron, Sans would have been able to free us all. Everything makes sense. Everything that has happened here all makes sense. If this is all true, I need a bit of a moment. Yeah. I guess you guys can make it 4 of you. Just make it 3. I need a moment. So it's just us then. Yup, I'm honestly guessing that. I still have something on my mind. Yeah? What is it? So-called now named the third traitor that Citron mentioned before his death. You guys wonder it too? Now this is probably gonna make the group even more questionable now, because now they have that on their minds. Yeah. In case if I didn't agree to this, none of this would have happened to Sans. None of it would have. Nico, don't blame yourself for that. I feel like it's my fault, okay? I might be a hero still, but I just kind of make the problem, you know? In case if I could just go back and just say no to his plan, he could have been alive. Citron would have been alive. Don't think it at all, Nico. Don't think about it. How can I not? Just block it out. Block it out. Sans wouldn't want you to continue going like this. He doesn't want you to fall into such despair. I know he doesn't. Get back on your feet. You need to help the others. Alright? Alrighty. Snivy. Yes? Thank you. I just gotta go sit down. I eventually did going back to my bed. But one thing was for certain. As much as I wanted to keep it together, this was the first time I felt it in this game. I was truly in despair. Mono Bowser, come out! I know you're hiding in here.
What now? Oh, only you, Snivy. Oh, I can't deny. You're very confident coming in here, you know.
Really, I am to you, am I?
This area is off limits aside from the trials, cause it is serious business.
Really? Serious business for
Me and the Mastermind. Now get out of here.
face.
You're violating. In case I would add a rule to it.
I will get out. But trust me. Don't think you can keep secrets from me
Forever. Oh, trust me. Me and the Mastermind are willing to keep secrets from you. In fact, I have a way of ways to deal with people like you.
Alrighty then. I've heard enough out of you. I'm leaving.
And remember that well.
Oh yeah. One last thing. You said about secrets, right?
Yes.
Well, here's something about one of your secrets. I know the truth about Danganronpa.